So as some of you know, I am very E. That's yes, E. Anyway, I've been uploading music recently, and I haven't really been talking to talk. I haven't done that in a little bit. I think it's been 2 months, I think. Um, and I just wanted to say to everyone that guess what? I'm gonna be starting to release gaming videos again. Specifically, I think the last gaming video, when was it? It was a long time ago. That's what I know. It was a long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. We're going back in time. Going way back in time. I'm actually looking for it right now, just so everyone knows. I'm looking for the latest gaming video. 7 months ago. Which is my best attempt at clickbait, kind of. By the title, obviously. Making fun of noobs in a Roblox game gets serious, kinda. Like I said, it's kind of clickbait. Not really. And yeah, that's just that's just something. Like, and it's kind of funny because that was the last gaming video I've uploaded. Like, period. That was the last video, and I think like a day later, literally a day later, I decided to stream live. I'm pretty sure it's Vocal Covers live. Even the day before that, I did. I'm pretty sure Vocal Covers live. Trying to make an album in literally 5 hours and a half, and I did it in 2 hours and a half. Well, that um, I still have on the laptop, but I can't upload it because it's too slow. The laptop is literally too slow. Oh wait, trying to make an album in literally 5 hours and a half. I think that's actually a live show, not trying to make a live album. Um, I don't fucking know. And then we have the um deluxe edition of Vocal Covers Volume 2 later, and then we have July or June of 2020. In this, there's more vocal covers. I think I tried to do like vocal covers or live shows every so often, announcing some things and maybe releasing stuff. Vocal covers live July 7th, 2020. That's when I started writing them out, like what day it was and what month. Demos live July 20th, 2020, and all that stuff. Tragic truth about my microphone. Rest in peace. Anyway. And I started uploading more videos, obviously. Just playing along and headbanging. Yeah. That surprisingly has a lot of views. 47. Why does this video of me just spamming my keyboard on my phone and making weird noises have 209 views? I don't get it. I don't understand that. It's literally just random noises and then Satan taking over my body. Comments are turned off. Why? Explain. Oh, did I accidentally say it was made for kids? That'd be funny. No, it's not. Did I turn them off? Show more. No, no, it actually doesn't. Comments? Wow. Filter? Yeah, no, they're apparently there's not supposed to actually be turned off. Just so everyone knows, that video is not supposed to have comments disabled, but it does. Anyway, but that's not the point. The point is gaming. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that does sound like Satan. Um, the point is that I'm going to be making gaming videos again. Just so everyone knows, this is not a prank. This is not a joke. I meant to bring them back like late 2020 instead of like I guess it would be like mid 2020 by the time I did. But I was like, oh, I'll bring gaming videos back, whatever. And so I started recording them again. And then I was like, whatever. The farthest I can actually go back in my videos is the April. Oh no, this is when I started doing live shows with the full like name. April 19th, 2020, Vocal Covers Live. Which I don't know if that's like the Vocal Covers Live that I posted afterwards, like the album. Like we have 515, People Equal Shit, La La La, The Unforgiven, Sonne, Heartslide, Some Kind of Monster, 100 Ways to Hate, Orchids, Bloodline, Payback, Roots, Bloody Roots, I Fucking Hate You, Crying Like a Bitch. Yeah. I actually like all of those songs, by the way. That's why I played them live. So, and then the other like vocal, the actual demos I posted afterwards are supposed to be a part of an EP. Which EPs, in my opinion, are 25 minutes or more. If it's under 25 minutes, it's not really, in my opinion, it's not really an EP. It's more of just like a bundle of songs. And or it is literally one. It's not dependent for me. It's not dependent on how many songs are in the album. It's dependent on how many minutes the album has. In which the EP I released has, well, more than 25 minutes. I if I were to guess. Plus it's filled with demos. A full-length album, in my opinion, is 45 minutes long. So if it's not 45 minutes long, I consider it more of an EP release than an actual album release. But that's just my opinion. For other genres than metal, I don't think this way because of reasons. Because in those other genres, they like to make songs shorter, and they don't like making them as long as 4 minutes or 5 minutes, which is usually what I like to do. So in metal, Ride the Lightning just scraped the mark for me, which is it is 47 minutes long, and Master of Puppets 54 minutes long. So those two, even though they only have 8 songs, to me they're full-length albums because they're over 45 minutes. A lot of people would be like, oh, that's 8 songs. That's an EP. No, it's not. An EP, if we're going by what normal standards are and not mine, it would be 4 songs or more up until 8. So 4 to 7 songs, that's an EP. 1 to 3 is a single release. Incorrect, because single release means one because of the word single. So 1 release, which is 1 song. So it's more of a double or triple, in my opinion, if the single release has more than one fucking song. So that means that Ride the Lightning just scraped over that mark. Load is an hour and 18 minutes, understandably. Reload is an hour and 16 minutes, also understandably. Saint Anger is an hour and 15, understandably. Garage Incorporated is over 2 hours. So that automatically gets saved from my EP judgment. However, the only thing that I do consider song-wise is compilation albums. I consider compilation albums generally, in my definition, is at least 20 songs, and they have to be, and at least 10 of those songs are from already pre-existing albums. So it can have 10 original tracks specifically to it, but it has to have at least 10 pre-existing tracks that have already been released to make it a compilation. Because if you're going to make an album that's like the best of whatever your band name is, and it's just completely new tracks, that's not a compilation album. And here's why I don't just say it has to be 20 songs, is because then all of the Cookie albums I've released, which, let me talk about this real quick. All of the Cookie albums I've technically released would be considered compilation albums, depending on which one we're talking about. Outlast the Fan-Made album would be considered a compilation. Favorite People would be considered a compilation. And Cookie 2020 is a compilation already. And a new album that I'm making currently for Cookie would be called a compilation. Actually, I have it completely done. The album's finished. It would be considered a compilation because that's 23 songs. And the album I just started working on would also be compilation because I have 21 working titles. So if I were to do all 21 songs with all 21 working titles, it would be a compilation because of it being limited to 20 songs, period. That's why compilations, to me, they have to be 20 songs long, and 10 of them have to be from pre-existing albums. Thus, Cookie 2020, Best Songs of 2020, is a compilation because all but 3 songs are from pre-existing albums. Yeetus Deletus 3 is completely new. That's a new song, but it's not exclusive to that album. It'll be appearing on the next album that I have, or the album that is completely done right now, not the one I'm currently working on. God Kills is completely exclusive to the compilation, and Jawhanger is also completely exclusive because it is a demo instead of a full-length song, and it's not complete yet still, and I wrote that like 2 months ago. Ish. Around 2 months ago. And the Cookie 2020 Best Songs of 2020 is literally 20 minutes long. Or 20 songs long. And I also made the rule that I'm not allowed to go over 1 hour and 20 minutes, no matter what type of album it is, even if it's a compilation. I'm not allowed to go over an hour and 20 minutes in album length. Unless I release it as a part 1, part 2 type deal, in which then it would be considered 2 discs instead of 1. So I'd have to like cut it up into like 2 halves and like see which one would fit. Because also a music program that I use on my computer that came with my computer only allows an hour and 20 minutes of space to be on an album. So you have to like split it up by disc, or even split it up by making a completely new album but with the same name and calling it disc 2. You have to include disc for some reason. And then that will then in turn allow you to put technically more songs onto one album. So because of this, I just decided if I'm going to do that, then I will put a special link in the description, which is a unlisted video for reasons, that would be the second disc. So it's like this is disc 1, disc 2 in description, and you'd have to go to that. And that's something special. I also made a special like album as well for unreleased tracks, which includes full-length songs, demos, and even, fun fact, songs that were about to make it to an album but were scrapped for reasons. Like Favorite People had over 80 songs recorded for it. I recorded over 80 songs for one album. And I decided that that's too much, especially since it way went over my hour and 20 minutes like mark. Unless I wanted to make special discs. So I ended up putting them in a special folder before actually making the album and completing it to be 58 minutes and 44 seconds. So those are the songs which you hear, which you should hear, which consist of 21 tracks, so a quarter of what was recorded, which I recorded 84, I think, which is a quarter of what I recorded. And there's a big reason why I didn't want to like fucking throw all of the songs onto one album. Some of them were not good, or at least good enough for what I wanted. There's still some bad songs that made it onto the album just because some of my friends were like, oh, dude, that's great. That has to be on an album. And I'm like, okay, whatever you say. And there are some songs that went on to Complications. There are some songs that even made it onto the 2020 Best Songs, which is one song known as God Kills that made it to that album. Give Me a Reason even has a few of them, but this is probably the last time you're actually going to see any Favorite People tracks being put onto Cookie album anymore. Just because I've kind of, more towards the end of the album by track 16, you'll notice that I changed a little bit. And the final track is like the songs before track 16. So, just so you know, this is the last time you're gonna hear Favorite People songs, unless I decide to release like the unreleased tracks album, which will probably be released in years to come, like 2024, 2025, I'd expect. But anyway, I am planning to actually do some special stuff in the future. Wink, wink. Special stuff in the future. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And the next video I upload will be a special video. Wink, wink. Unless I uploaded memes for my friends part again. But it should be a special video. Wink, wink.